What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mustangs and Mercruisers in 2024. 2023 was a pretty big learning curve for me as far as video editing and all that good stuff. So 24 is going to be no different. I've still got a lot of learning to do, and I'm going to try my best to keep learning, keep getting better at this stuff. So I really enjoy it so far. So just wanted to go over a couple of things that you might can expect for this year. First of all, we've got to get Logan's Bayliner boat finished up. That thing's about 3 weeks behind. It should have been done 3 weeks ago. Motorcycle stuff kind of derailed that, so whatever, it's all fine. Next up, we got the crown line right here, and this thing's a hot mess. I got it hooked up. I'm planning on taking it with me tomorrow when I go into work, and we're gonna go ahead and get it dropped off at the upholstery shop. So once I get that dropped off, maybe 2 to 3 weeks lead time on getting that done, and it's going to give us some time to get the Bayliner finished up, and then we'll drag the engine out for this one and get it tore down and start getting it built back up and ready to go back in this thing. So we got to get this one ready by summertime. We gotta get this one sold. It's just money sitting here ready to go, so we need to definitely need to get that going. Also, we got I got part 2 of the Foxbody cheese grater taillights I've still got to do. I hadn't forgot about that. I know it's been a while since I did the first one, but promise we're going to get to it. For whatever handful of people out there that was interested in that, I got you covered. So a little bit of time, and we're gonna get caught back up. So but anyway, just wanted to pop on here and kind of give you guys an idea of what to expect for this year. I got several other things I'm working on, so still got to find a 1991 donor car, a donor V8 5-speed Foxbody for the 4-cylinder coupe that won't do a burnout right now with the big tires. So got to find that and start getting that stuff swapped over, and also got to locate a 94 and up 351 Windsor roller block. That's what I want to use for my 351 in the GT. So at some point I'm gonna start looking for that stuff. I'll find me a block to start with, and then we'll get a stroker kit. Well, maybe a stroker kit. We'll get that ordered, and just slowly start pecking away at that little project. And got a lot of swap parts I got to get for it too, so that'll just be a little bit at a time. So, but yeah, just if you guys enjoyed the content so far, just leave me a comment down there. Let me know what you like. I added motorcycles to the list of things that we're doing, and that doesn't have to stay that way. I've been in and out of motorcycles 3 or 4 times, it feels like already. So this may be like any other time. I may ride mine for a little while and get tired of it and sell it. I don't know. We'll see. But if you guys like the content and want to see more of it, I don't have a problem buying a couple of motorcycles and fixing them up and painting them and doing some odd and end things to them, and see if we can't flip a couple of them. So just let me know what you guys think. I know it's kind of a mixture on the channel, and this is just what I know. I mean, I've always worked on Mustangs, I've always worked on boats, and I've always worked on motorcycles, it seems like. So those 3 things, just what I do. I know it's not focusing on just one topic, but hey, it is what it is. That's why this is YouTube. It don't really matter. You just turn the camera on, start recording, and rock on with it. And whatever happens, happens. So not trying to impress nobody by no means. So But hopefully some of you guys out there, you know, I'm sure there's tons of people that think like I do, and you like this kind of stuff as well. So one of the biggest reasons I started my YouTube channel was, you know, 20 years from now, if I'm still living, hopefully I will be, but I want to look back on this, and you know, hopefully YouTube's going to store all these memories for me. So when my son gets old enough to possibly be interested in this stuff, you know, he can go back and look at these videos and see what his daddy did, you know, 15-20 years ago. So but you know, I'm just trying to relive the stuff that I was doing 10 or 15 years ago already. So trying to keep from letting that part of me die. So anyway, that's pretty much what you got to look forward to in 24. You know, like I said before, I'll try my best to keep this content as interesting as I can. You know, I'm not the most interesting person. I'm pretty boring, as a matter of fact. So it's a struggle for me to keep you guys engaged. I already know that, but we're gonna do the best we can. And like I said, the biggest thing is, you know, I'm just trying to record memories. If it turns into something, it turns into something. If it don't, it don't. I'm fine either way. So, but yeah, I put you a little clip in there of what the inside of this crown line looks like right now. It's not pretty. It needs some serious upholstery work. And but you know, luckily we got a guy that's what he does for a living. It's what he specializes in. So it's one of them things that I don't have the patience. I don't want to know how to do it. I'm just gonna pay him, let him do it, and when it comes back to me, it'll be right. So one thing I've got to get done before I can get this boat on the road is I've got to get all this stuff cleaned out of the inside of it that doesn't go with the interior. That way my upholstery guy will have all the room he needs to work inside of here, and he won't be, you know, tripping over manifolds and engine bolts and water pumps and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get all that stuff cleaned out, get that put in the garage. You know, if you remember in I think it was my first YouTube video I did, I was telling you guys about how the guy I got this boat from, he had pulled the engine out, disassembled everything. So that's how I got it in pieces. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but you know, that doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me at all. I've worked on enough of these. I can put them back together. So that's what we got to get done. Got to get all these parts sorted out, figure out what we got to buy. Luckily I've already got an engine, so all I got to do is buy some engine parts. I'm thinking we're going to have to buy a crankshaft and probably just a set of rings and bearings for that Vortec 350. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping that's all we have to do. I may not even have to do any machine work on the block. We're going to check it out and see what we got to work with there. But I do have 2 sets of Vortec 350 heads. I think they are either 062 Vortex or 906 Vortex, one of the two. So I got 2 sets of those. There again, fingers crossed again. I hope that one of those sets turns out good. I'm gonna send both sets off to the machine shop and let them go through them. We're gonna do a valve job on them. We're gonna get them cleaned out, get them ready to go. Go ahead and let them mill that head surface and get that nice and straight. And one of them's got a broke bolt off in, I think, a exhaust manifold bolt. Looks like somebody had tried to drill it out at one point, but either way, you know, you can set that up in a mill and get that broke bolt out of there. It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna get that done. So the biggest thing is we're gonna get one good set of heads ready to go, and then probably go ahead and let him work the other set as well, and then we'll have a spare set sitting on the shelf ready to go for the next V8 Mercruiser that I do. So that's the biggest thing on this. This right here is this is our flip project. This, fingers crossed again, is what's going to pay for this Mustang stuff. So just how I like to do it. I mean, you know, do a little work on these things, make a little money on them, and use that money to play with these cars. And seems to work out pretty good that way. So Today I have been moving some stuff around in the yard. Got Logan's boat slid over, enough room to get this one in there so we can start packing away at it, getting some stuff done on it. So moved the Mustangs around, swapped out 2 tires on the counterfeit coupe project. All right, so one of the things I want to get done out here, as you can see, the little counterfeit coupe has got a couple of flat tires on it. So I really need to get 2 tires on it that'll hold air. That way when I get ready to move this thing, it's at least movable. So I'm gonna jump on that, see if we can get some stuff moved around out here and resituated for the next lineup on the projects, and start getting some stuff done here. Yep, not dangerous at all. See there? Sealed it almost all the way back up. Good to go. Oh, we got to get that thing out of there. Whew. Ooh. That sounds awesome. It's begging for help, saying, "Get me out of here. I don't belong in a Mustang." I just can't help but to see potential in this little car. Anybody in their right mind will say, man, that thing is a pile of junk. And it is. Don't get me wrong. But I still just see a lot of potential. I'm just trying to keep that car rolling. If I need to fire it up and move it, I want to be able to, you know, throw a hot battery in it, fire it off, and move it without having to jump it off and air up tires or put a different wheel on it or just whatever. I got that thing up and running just that way. It's mobile. It can move itself around. So. All right, I'm gonna get this thing pulled out of the way. If it'll crank and run. Figure out where I'm gonna put these dang cars. Just don't have enough room out here. Foxbody, god dang it. Alright, don't go out on the road and do a burnout. Or try to do a burnout. It's just a 4-cylinder. Don't do it. Just go park it. Go park it in the yard somewhere. Well, it just don't want to turn them big tires over. A little 4-cylinder just ain't got enough ass to it. Yeah, we gotta play the battery swap game. I bet a little squirt of nitrous would have made it turn them over. Oh, much better. Alright guys, I had to go do that to kind of redeem myself. Little 4-cylinder just left me completely unsatisfied, so I feel a little better now. I know I shouldn't be out there doing this. This thing's still in pieces, man. It's not even put together. I mean, I'm waiting on my bezel for that. I still got to get that. Several other little odd and end things that I've got to get for the car still. And it's, you know, little stuff like this. I've got to get this out and get it sanded down get some interior black, spray it, get it looking better. You know, I just I don't want to put this stuff back together until it's right. So but right now, you know, the boat projects is what's important. We got to get those done, so get those boats out of the way and play with these cars a little more. So, but needed to get it out and drive it a little bit anyway, so there we go. Let's see what else we got. I think I pretty much covered everything. That's going to be, you know, everything I said, you know, is the way we work, our work schedules, and, you know, only getting a handful of Saturdays to work and Sundays to work. You know, this stuff is, progress is very slow, but we just try to stay after it, and, you know, just even if it's slow progress, it's still progress. So you know, starting out, I was trying to, in my head, I was thinking I needed to try to put out at least one video per week, but I don't think that that's feasible. You know, it's like I've either got time to film the video but not edit, or I got time to edit but not film the video. So sometimes I've got time to do both, and so that's what I'm shooting for. Is, you know, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna release one video per week, because I don't know for sure that I can do that, but we're gonna try to at least do, you know, at the minimum 2 a month this year. So hopefully, you know, things will work out to our advantage as far as, you know, having the times on Saturday evenings after work to get this stuff done, and of course keep the better halves from getting too mad at us as well. So we gotta make sure they're taken care of, and family stuff always comes first. So one thing that I struggled with last year in 23 was getting enough content filmed, as far as, you know, what I was doing at that particular moment. I was bad to set up the camera and just forget about it, to be honest. Get so wrapped up into what I'm doing that I just completely forget that I was gonna try to make a video out of it. So I've got a body cam mount here for my GoPro, so I'm hoping that'll help a little bit with that. I'm gonna try to mount that camera up here and just you know, forget about it and just let it record everything, and I'll go back and, you know, try to edit it into something watchable. So did a little bit of practicing with that today, just moving stuff around in the yard, and, you know, swapping those tires out on the Mustang, and hopefully that'll kind of give you guys that, you know, point of view that you like, and it'll look like you're right there with me doing stuff. So that'll free up both hands. I don't have to hold that camera right there at me, and I can just let it capture everything, and I think that's going to work out good for this year. It's going to be a major upgrade, you know, as simple as it is. So all right, guys, I think that dog up there's tired of hearing me talk, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. And guys, wish me the best of luck in 2024. I'm going to do the best that I can, given the time that I've got to work with. But, you know, like I said, slow progress is better than no progress. So we're going to keep these projects rolling. We're going to keep everything moving along, and see where we end up. I don't know if I will touch all of those things that we talked about this year. I'm gonna try my best to. We'll see how things look when summertime gets here, and we'll kind of see where we're at in about 6 months, and kind of reevaluate at that point. You know, I may not be able to get into the 351 swap this year, but guys, I appreciate y'all, everybody out there that watched me in 2023. Really appreciate all the comments, likes, all that good stuff. Means a lot to me. Everybody's been super nice in the comments also, so really like that, guys. I'm not one of those keyboard warriors, and I don't like dealing with them. So if any of them come along, they're gonna get deleted. Simple as that. Not gonna entertain that kind of crap. So we're just gonna do what we do and rock along. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one. So once I got all 4 tires on the little counterfeit coupe project, of course, you know, I was going to park it and couldn't resist. You know, just couldn't resist going out there and trying to see if it'd do a burnout with them bigger tires. It didn't like it. It didn't like it at all. So of course, that left me wanting more. So I had to go fire the GT up, go do a little small burnout in that one. So, and it's still in pieces. It's not even put back together from the T5 swap. So we're still waiting on some parts for that. I'll get more into detail in that later. You'll see in the video the dash bezel's still off, still got wires hanging, one seat's missing, console's gone. Just waiting on all the perfect pieces to get all that stuff back together just right. Got to paint a few things, got to order a couple things. It's just gonna stay the way it is until it goes back together right. So, but there again, just like the counterfeit coupe, I can go get in it, fire it up, and move it if I need to. I can run that one down the road if I need to. That's trying to keep them that way, you know. And I don't want to yank a transmission out or a motor out of something and then it sit there for 6 months. Whenever I go to do it, I want it to be a quick process, as quick as possible given the time that we're working with. So, but anyway, hope you guys enjoy that little burnout. Not too bad for a pretty much bone stock motor and factory style 273 rear gears. So not bad at all. So look forward to talking to you guys in the comments this year. I don't have very many comments, but the few that I do get, I try to make sure I always, you know, engage with them, respond to them accordingly. So anybody out there that, you know, you think might be interested in this kind of content, you know, please feel free to share the video, share any of my videos you want across any of the social media platforms, Facebook, whatever. Shoot it over to your buddies, you know, anybody that you think might like it. So you know, we're not breaking any records here by no means. We're not you know, we're not going to get 1 million likes on or 1 million views on any kind of video. You know, that's not what we're trying to do here. Simply just, you know, I'm going to let you guys go along with me, you know, and follow this story. You know, if you watch all of my videos, you know, you'll kind of just you'll see the progress just slowly unfold. So that's all I'm trying to provide. So again, thank you guys for watching.